Join me for another Bear Talk hike. Actually, part 3. Did you know that... Oh, just missed a little... Oh, chipmunk squirrel here. They're so fast. Fastest boy. Anyway, did you know that legitimately people here, which by the way I'm in Astoria, Oregon, where Goonies was filmed, as well as Kindergarten Cop. So that's kind of fun. I'm gonna go look up those places a little bit later today, I think. I'm at the Astoria Column currently hiking. But anyway, everyone in this area, so it was like at a couple different harvest hosts, like cideries, breweries, whatever, and they are all like, Sasquatch real. Sasquatch is real. And they have people that actually come on like Sasquatch hunts. They send them pictures of like Bigfoot footprints and stuff. I'm like I know it's kind of like, I guess, a fun hobby-ish, if you will, but to actually believe. But they were saying like, oh no, they've seen juvenile Sasquatches, and I'm like, okay, probably a black bear. Hopefully you weren't following it, but yeah. Also, it is muddier than all get out here. Definitely wore the wrong shoes. I should have read the word primitive a little louder, but the entrance to the trail was so pristine that I was like, oh, it'll be so nice. But look. I mean, the trail is beautiful, but it's taken me a little longer as I walk gingerly through the mud. Also, I can hear the seals barking, so I'm hoping if and when I get close to this cathedral tree, I'm like kind of close to the water, and I can, maybe I brought binoculars with me this time, so maybe I can see them, which would be great. Anywho, just traipsing through the mud. Lots of tree roots, which make great stairs, but also cumbersome. What is this tree? That's a big tree. That's a big tree. I don't know why I didn't think about this, but like, I'm going down a considerable amount, which to drive up to the column was rough on the vehicle, so I'm like, gosh, now I have to walk back up it. I don't know why I chose to do this, but the thought, like with the seals barking, getting louder, the thought of maybe being able to see them is pushing me through. But that hike up, it's gonna be terrifying. But we shall do it. And these shoes, for some reason, always grab the back of my socks and just rip the socks off. So that's also annoying. But looks like we're coming up to a road. I don't know if that's anticlimactic or good, but we shall see. Heard lots of little critters everywhere. I saw a tree that was 225 years old. Pictures to come. But that was cool. I touched it. It was very spongy because it's just been like laying on its side, wet as can be. But it's got its own little like microbiome on it. It's pretty cool. Anywho, temp here is like chilly-ish, but not freezing, like 50s. But my fingers are cold. So I put the glovies on. No rain today, but anywho, check back. Well, that trail just led to a road, which was taunting me because I could still hear the seals bark, but we were not any closer. So, back up the hill we go. Got about another 1.5 miles, probably closer to 2 miles before I get back to the car, to the van. And then I think depending on how I'm feeling, definitely donuts, because like donuts is a big thing around here. So I'll do that. And then maybe a beer. And then seals somehow, some way. I'm gonna see some seals. Then I'll find my safe spot in, I forget, it's a state park. It's famous fort. I don't know, it's a big deal. Lewis and Clark's expedition was here. Funny enough, I think that's the first time I actually paid attention to like their route that they took on their expedition. I've basically been Lewis and Clark this whole trip. Starting from like, they started in Missouri, went to Omaha and Sioux City, which is where I was supposed to start. I didn't. I jumped ahead to like North Dakota. It's a hill. But in North Dakota where they went like up in Montana, which is where I went, over to Washington, down Astoria being one of them, and then their return journey home, they went through like Billings, Montana, and like Yellowstone area. I was like, I've done all of that. So, pretty much an expeditioner. They should put me in the Lewis and Clark Club. That's where I belong. Yeah. That was only the first hill. There are like 7 more of these, at least. Alright. I'm gonna put my phone away and let this play for a bit while I conserve my breath and energy. There's the tree. 225-year-old tree. You wanna know how I know? If you take a look right here, there's a sign. You know, I went into Juicy Booty for Hawaii anyway, so those hills are doing me a solid right now. I'm not gonna lie, the cathedral tree, a little subpar, a little disappointing. I felt like with all the signage to point to it, there would have been a bigger, more extravagant sign to say, hey, this is it. Kind of give you a little background about it. It's a Sitka, apparently. I don't know what that is. I would have liked to know what that is, though. So, I don't know. I'll put it in the suggestion box. Also, I took a picture of what I can only explain as a cougar paw. Let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's a juvenile Sasquatch. Although if those things are real too, it might be a little intimidating as well. So let's just hope it's, I don't know, dog paw. Try to put the photo in next. You decide. Oddly enough, I can hear random hanging leaf. Spider! I can hear the seals bark better up higher on the hill than when I was down closer to the water. Which is kind of cool, but weird. But I believe, walk through a web. I believe we were almost back. So I'm about to collect 3 more Baselwood airplanes that people are throwing off the column. If you know, you know. Other cool people do it. For souvenirs from all the little kids that paid $1 to do it. I did too, so. But people are just leaving them on the ground. So, finders keepers in my book. Anywho, thanks for joining me on this hike. It was another successful non-bear incident hike. And we love those. And I love you. Goodbye. Have a good day. Get outside.